So I'm looking at this movie in regards of Edward, and in regards of overtaking the throne, in regards of let's see if we can. We have Catherine. I think they get it totally wrong, and I wonder why they wouldn't perceive it. It's talking about Henry. Was it like Henry, whatever. Apparently, maybe it was Henry. Yeah, maybe it's Edward. I don't know in regards of the names. But anyway, I think they're mixing it all up because let's see if we can get it where they talk a little. Maybe it is this place where she starts out. Yeah, okay. So
Henry.
so let's go a little back here and see.
And now
I think they totally get it wrong.
he knows that if Edward dies,
Not that they get it wrong in regards to the documentary, but in regards of in regards of finding the king for the throne, I think they do it wrong. They look at the females. They look at it doesn't make sense. They should, if there's no boy in regards of no man in regards of being able to, to take the throne, in regards of that line, they should go backward in regards of the male line, not forward in regards of females. It doesn't go out, just. I have to be kidding me. They are actually thinking that, these females that I think there's like 8 females, and they think, okay, if one of them produces a male, he should be king. What are you talking about? That's through the females. That doesn't, that's no. You get it. If the guy here, the king, doesn't produce a son and there's no follow-up, you would go backward to the last king and see if he has other boys that, and find an heir from the Bible, at least I would, it always go through the man, not the woman. So I would think you would need to go backward and, let's say you have a king, right? He produces 2 sons. One of them take the crown. Okay, so the father dies, and you have 2 no male. Now the other that wasn't a king produces boys. Now which ones, the guy that wasn't a king but produced a boy goes back to the line of the former king, should thereby have his, guy on the throne afterwards. After the king that doesn't produces a male heir, when he dies, the brothers, if the brother is still alive, then of course that brother should, be there. But if the brother is not, then his boy or whatever, should take the place of the king. That would absolutely make sense because, we are talking about the male. I don't know why we make all this confusion, in regards to these. And then they go into this, women thing, and they are pointing that these different women and all that if one of them produces, but that would be, you get an outsider, to produce a new king, it doesn't make sense, Of course, people nowadays don't know anything. What does it, what will it, what does it say, what is it called? What makes one a Danish, for example? People don't even know that anymore. It's like incredible. If you're born by a Danish man, in regards of a woman, now if you have a Danish mother and, outsider, a Spanian father, whatever, you could be considered a Spanian. It doesn't matter where you are born. Like, people are like, oh yeah, if you're born in this nation, you must be of that nationality. What utter rubbish, Abraham went to Canaan, and then from Canaan they went in, and then they go into Egypt. Now, did they become Egyptians, because they were in Egypt? No. Did they become Canaanites because they were in Canaan? No. Did they become, when Jacob was in the east, did they become? No. Oh my. So I think it's pretty much utter. I have no idea why no one has, but I just don't get it, why are you looking at the females in regards to producing a boy when you should actually look backward in the tree in regards of the father's king? Did he have a brother? If he had a brother, well, and did he produce any male children? It's not that hard. Apparently they make it, difficult, And then you go backward and you go, no, 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 no. You go backward in regards of the male lines, you don't do it like this, it's just whatever. But of course, this is what apparently happened in history and all that. I just don't understand. You're getting a foreign family as king because it goes through the male. So you're replacing the royal family with someone, with an outsider, whatever. How to be king, but anyway. But, I guess that's probably a lot of issues in that as well. But they have, I think it was from what is it called in English? French. I'm not sure what it's called but I think he was a French, and he was considered a prince. And, I don't know. It's just, but in any case, so he has 2 children, which is now. Anyway, but we have 2 children that are then born by from a French. Their father was a French guy, so they are not really Danish. They are more French, because they have a French father. Well, I guess if one looks into it, probably this is a big mess, in regards to the royal line anyway, in regards to the Danish royal line. Want to have a king that stands on the law of Jehovah. Every king that takes the place of a king should make his own version of the 5 books of Moses. And and read it, Well, a nation wants a godly king, right? To rule the people. So, anyway. Things going on in regards of royal lines, in regards of Denmark, that is utterly, and you have to question, well, how long do we go back in regards of a real royal, line? And of course, one could probably use a long time in regards of figuring out the tree of the royal tree and all that, and actually go look at when we actually, who would actually be considered king, and thereby when we line, and not in regards of making jumps here and there and all that, but just following the rule of going through the male line. So, and we probably will end up with a king somewhere. The question is, when would we accept that this is the king that Denmark had, right? And then we just need to follow this rule in regards of no children, man, who is would be considered the real king of Denmark, and of course the story in regards of when this actually, when did we actually have a verified king, and on what basis was he verified as the king of Denmark? That would be an interesting topic as well. And when we find that guy that was accepted as the king of Denmark, well, we think this is the real king, we'll just what do you call it? If what is it called? A branch. If a branch stops because there's only women in that line, you just go backward and find, find them a male backward. We're not going forward in regards to the women. You go backward, to the former king, a male king, and find his, find another, branch, because then it will still, whatever. But anyway, it does seems like the kings are really, really focused on the male line. So at least they got that right, and not women and all that, but a male line. And I guess this is in regards of the queen that was queen for 7 days and all that. But overall, it just seems to be utterly false, all of it. We're just focused on this and that and all that, but utterly it's false. They needed to go backward. I don't know why it follows the royal throne. It's just go for the Bible for instructions on these things, right? Anyway, that was interesting in any case. But it is the male part that decides if you are a Danish, a Spanish, a Jew, or whatever, That's the male in the family. I'm a Danish, my father was a Danish, and so forward, backward, and you are. It doesn't matter in regards to females and all that. It's the male thread. That's the important one to follow. It's not, everything else is pretty much, who cares, So, yeah, that's the line. That's what makes you, yeah, that's where you get the nationality from. It's all a crazy world we live in. Regards to some of the Protestants and all that, and I think that will work out great. I think, and put it on that, and I have some great ideas. I think, and to get the more truth out there, and we'll just have to see, whatever. Still trying around with the players and all that, and I seem to have, then it stopped working in regards to the MP3, playing MP3 files, but it seems to have, but then it started working. So again, I don't know. I was thinking maybe it's the server or something like that where there's a problem. Again, some browsers can play things and some can. It's also interesting in regards to different browsers can do different things. It seems, there are still some of the browsers that I have that can play MP3 files. We can go on. Oh, of course, I'm getting off topic. The male line is the interesting line. Whatever, I don't care about the rest. That's the male line in regards of if you want to know where you're from, go to the male line. It doesn't matter if you have a Jewish mother. It doesn't matter because it doesn't go through the mother. It goes through the male. So, of course, you just look at the Bible. It's all males, in regards to the line of course, the only exception in regards of the line going through males is in regards of Jesus. Take this one. That's Hebrew names. Oh my, why do we have the King James Version? Oh well, I have it on my mobile, of course, But, they always go through the male. This is the thing that has, been also Luke, of course, take it through the male lines in regards of Joseph. But this is like the book of the genealogy of Yeshua, this is not the King James Version. Let's go there. The book of the generations of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. What? The book of generations of Jesus Christ, the son of David and the son of Abraham. And so how does it work? Well, Abraham begat Yitzchak or Isaac, and Isaac begat Yaakov or Jacob, and Yaakov begat that's probably Yehuda or something. Maybe we should just take let's see here, so we get the Hebrew names as well. Where is that? There we go. So the book of the genealogy of Yeshua, the Messiah, son of David, son of Abraham. Abraham brought forth Yitzchak. Yitzchak brought forth Yaakov, and Yaakov brought forth Yehuda and his brothers. And Yehuda brought forth Peretz and Serach by Tamar, and Peretz brought forth Chetzron, and Chetzron brought forth Ram, and Ram brought forth Aminadav, and Aminadav brought forth Nachshon, and Nachshon brought forth Salmon, and Salmon brought forth Boaz, and by Rehav, and Boaz brought forth Oved by Ruth, and Oved brought forth Yisai. Anyway, and Yisai brought forth David the sovereign, and David the sovereign brought forth Shalomo by Uriah's wife. You see, all this, and it continues and continues. It goes through the male. It's only in the last bit that you have Mary, who is a daughter of David, that bears, by the Holy Spirit. But the line overall is male, 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 male. That's the nationality. It goes through the male. If you have two Jewish or two Israelite tribes, and you marry, and one marry a foreign woman, the children becomes of the tribe of the man, okay, not the tribe of the woman. It's a pretty easy principle to follow, in regards to the Bible. Anyway, so and yet we have problems figuring that out, apparently. Again, it would be interesting to go back. When did we actually get an official king in Denmark, And if he's the official king, let's look at the tree and see because we have a woman on the throne at the moment, let's find the male heir to the throne, the real heir to the throne, right? That would be so interesting, actually, to look into and figure out who the real king in Denmark actually are. When did we actually confirm the king of Denmark? Like, when did he, the first one getting the authority to be king over Denmark, and then follow the line from there. Then we find the real king, and we can find the male. Anyway, that would be pretty interesting. And hopefully he's a Bible-believing Protestant, someone that knows where the Antichrist is. Anyway, let's see here. All this, whatever. When people are in regards of the democracy or democrat thing, and people instead of, they're using so much time on these things instead of just. Anyway, that's a whole topic for itself, I guess. Anyway, that would be interesting. So, because there's, that would be very interesting to go through. To see who the first king that was accepted, and then and follow the royal lines and see. That would be very interesting. Of course, one could do that in every single nation in regards to the first king of a nation, and just figure out who the real king actually is of the nation. So, let's see here. Okay, but anyway, let's have a look on the player that I have. Let's see here. What was it called? The Universal VP. Yeah, that was it. And my website, that's great. Well, this is an I lost. I want to open another one. We don't want to go away from that. UVP, Jesus God Almighty. Also, what was it in regards to Christian? Can't remember. That was a place in regards to Christian movies, but they keep on sending me things, but I can't remember the address of that. There's a lot of what should we say, ecumenical stuff, but I think there might also have been, I can't remember the place. Let's see here. I think I probably got it on I should probably see here. I don't know why it locks me out automatically on my email. It's kind of, and all this automatical things, I just get tired of it. Let's see here, movie. Maybe if I search movie, I could maybe find the website. Movie. Or maybe I have. No, probably not video. Just remember, they sent me. No. Anyway, that was a website selling Christian movies and all that. I guess if I just search Christian movies, I should probably find the place. That was where I got the Gospel of John and all that. But they just keep on sending me, offers on the. I guess maybe I just a little. Anyway, Christian movies. John, Gospel of John, the Gospel of John. Let's see here, the Gospel of John. Let's see if we can. Christian cinema, I think that might be, but they had a lot of, and they also, I think they had something in regards to the Antichrist, promoting the Antichrist, not going against him, all this, so much bullshit, this ecumenical bullshit. But there might be some. I think there are some good ones between them. You have to be careful and all that. But I think there are some. Let's see, bestsellers. Probably not of the. Yeah, that doesn't seem such. Oh, we have Genesis Paradise. Okay. Oh well. Come what may. What is that? It's probably a lot of worldly movies. Oh. That's in regards of pro-life and so forward. Okay. Anyway, yeah, there was also this movie in regards of. Oh, I'm not sure what that was called in regards of pro-life, and it was censored and all that. Anyway, let's get to it. See if this works. This is great, and of course we have the mix player where everything works as far as I know, besides Mountain and. It doesn't want to play. And this, that one. And this one goes into full screen, which is, I don't know why it would do that. No, it actually didn't go totally into, but it did when I turned the other side. Maybe it's a setting that I need to figure out. The 360 doesn't work in this mode, but so this is one browser where, you have some of the things working and some of the not working. Then we have the new, and of course, we have the old ad block, which is just used. This is the old one, which they apparently they changed from Firefox, as I understand it, to Chromia, to Google bullshit and all that. I don't understand, but they're talking about that, that they could block more with Chromia or whatever, something like that. But I'm like, it's the other one blocks pretty much everything that I don't have. The problem I have is that it can't save the tabs. That's actually the only problem, only thing that I have of issues. Well, two issues, but one of them is not their fault. If they just made it able to save the tabs, which I'm not sure they even have that feature in this one, or maybe you can connect to something in this version. I don't know, being based on Google bullshit. Anyway, yeah, so I don't understand why they would jump from one browser that was pretty good to another. But anyway, the Vimeo works here, and let's try that one and see how it reacts on that. If it that actually looks better than the. That actually looks pretty good. And the 360, it works. So that's pretty nice to see all things pretty much working and pretty good. All those three anyway. But in regards to the MP3s, I think it actually stalls on those. But let's see. Yeah. It doesn't work in regards to the MP3s. And of course, that's kind of more important than the other three things here. I wonder if I turn the mobile around, what happens? Apparently nothing happens. Why? Oh, maybe I need to fix down here. Rotation. And let's turn it on and see if it actually just stops. Yeah, you need to, I need to, that must be a mistake of something to be corrected. But, I just, oh my. Yeah, that's absolutely bad in regards of, my. But can I, okay, I can still do this, okay. Okay, we could just try to play MP3 first, but I don't think it plays it. Oh, no, go back. That way go, there we go. And let's try one and see what it does. Doesn't seem like doing much, actually. Can we go into full screen here? No, that's pretty impossible. While it is like this. I don't know if there's, again, some settings that actually is in it that can be so I can easier fix the things. But there are some settings in regards of that might be in regards of those settings, but I'm not entirely sure, so I have to test that out. So this is index of what Jesus is okay. Is this the real one? Doesn't really say. Ultimate video player. Okay, this is the ultimate video. Okay, so it's great. Just looking for the title here. There are some numbers somewhere. There we go. Playlist right width and button, but I don't actually. Oh yeah. Because this is button. Okay. Yeah. So let's set that to 300. Let's try that and see what happens. And we could actually set the other one for playlist width. That was from button and but did it actually do? No, it actually did it from the. Oh, that was actually. Anyway, let's try. Let's try and see what happens if I do it now. That'll be interesting. Well, it did seem to do something. I can actually see the screen now. Can we? Well, and that doesn't work. Let's make it even smaller. Let's make it 250. I'll make it very. I do wonder if it actually changes in regards of my browser as well. Probably will. But let's see what happens now. If it. Well, I guess it can't really become smaller than this. Let's try 150. If it has to have the playlist. There's also one where you can actually turn off the playlist and all that on the Android. But then you have to have something else worked out in regards of, I don't know, okay, so what do we have? Okay, we only actually have, so we don't have any playlist at all now, so that's really bad. What happens if I turn it around? Of course, it removes the player, which must be a thing that needs to be fixed. Okay, so let's give it 300 and see what happens. If we can actually, because we need to have at least one playlist, or we can't do anything. Okay, let's go for 400 then. And the other browser actually just fixes it like, wonderful. Of course, now doing these things, I do wonder if it actually messes around with the way that this function. If I go up here and go. I probably should have made another video in regards to this because I'm totally off topic, but no, that seems to still work. Actually, what happens if I turn that to 100 and do it again? But apparently this browser actually makes it wonderful, in regards to how it looks. It looks pretty good. This is absolutely awesome, right? Yeah, apparently it doesn't really change much in regards of that. That's nice. What if I set it on 1,000 and put that on? Okay, and let's see what happens now. But sadly, I cannot make it smaller either in regards of how to close it and all that. So the X is still okay. It doesn't really change things. It actually just conforms. That's pretty nice, I guess. I wonder if there's any other setting that I can toy around with and get it to work more, better. So you can close it and open it in regards of, and of course it shouldn't just close down when you turn it around. It should still stay up like the other player. Okay, this is too small. We need at least 400 then. And let's see how that goes. I would have it like to fill the whole screen right on this level. That would be nice. But of course, if I do that, then it will be problematic in the other browser, But of course, I usually just use the other. But of course, I have to think about others actually, going to access the website, right? But you know, something to tune here and there and toy around with. There we go. And if I do like this, let's try again and see what happens. I don't like this browser, you know, I like the other one in regards to the style and all that. There we go. Looks pretty good. But of course it can't play the MP3 files, so not sure why it doesn't play the MP3, but it doesn't play the MP3 file. And I think actually Chromium doesn't play the MP3 files either. So it's just, you know, it might be a Chromium, but of course that might be in regards to the player, in regards of okay, let's see here. So I have the mountain. That should work. Oh, by the way, maybe I should actually check in regards to the other browser. But I think I did. So if we go at Facebook here. And oh, I'm on 3G. Actually, I'm on 3G. That's not good. Uh-oh, have I been on 3G while making the video of a lot of missing elements in the video overall? That's really sad. Okay, so this is for the test thing. There's some worldy things in it, but usually I don't use 4G because 4G have a lot of radiation. It just goes haywire in regards to radiation, and 3G is like very, very low. So of course I want to use something that is not high on radiation. So I really only use it when I'm on video, but apparently also forgetting in regards of, yeah, there you go. It's, as I said, it's worldly. It's very worldly. Let's take something that is less. No, it doesn't work. Okay, so that browser doesn't work in regards to the worldly things. The other browser have problems in regards of the MP3 files. Let's go to, I think Chrome, I think it's based on Chrome, and Chrome I think have a problem as well with the MP3s. So it might be the Chromium browser thing that is the problem in regards to that, or maybe in regards to the application that has problems with playing MP3 files. There we go. Nope, just doesn't work. Let's see the mountain. Does it work? It does. It actually looks pretty good as well, you know. Okay, so that works. Let's see the television thing, if that works. Okay, that works. That seems to actually work pretty good as well. And then of course this doesn't work in regards of MP3, and I have no idea why that wouldn't work, but it just doesn't want to play. And then we have this one. That works as well. So we actually have, but the thing is, Vimeo, I don't really use much of Vimeo anyway. It's the MP3 files that would be important to get to work. 360 degrees, I don't really use that either. If I find something in regards to the temple where you can see 360 degrees around, that could of course be cool. But I'm not sure there's anything free out there. I know in Jerusalem you could take these things on and you could look around in the temple and all that. I tried that. That was pretty awesome, you know. That's the only time I actually tried these. I don't really like the idea of doing that and having things on when it's, you know. But in any case, I tried that, and that was, you know, that was pretty, you know. You're sitting in this chair and you can see all, you know, you can see the temple, and I can't actually remember much, but it was pretty, that was pretty cool, you know, looking around. But my memory, you know, when all of these things toying around. You know, that it tend to forget things. But anyway, let's try an Opera browser, and I don't know why they have 3 Opera browsers. I guess the mini browser, I should probably delete that. But anyway, let's try the V. Well, we didn't try on the other way, by the way. Let's do that as well. Well, let's go to the Chromium browser, right, and turn it around here. Okay. UVP, there we go. And turn it around on this way, and let's load it up. Again, it must be a mistake that it doesn't react, or maybe it did. I don't think so, but anyway, let's try. See if it goes. No, doesn't seem to load it. And of course, that must be a mistake because the music player of his actually does it. So it must be a thing that just needs to be fixed. There's a lot of things that needs to be fixed in the player for sure. There's a lot of things that can be fixed. So there we go. And it doesn't work with MP3, right? Yeah, no. Seems to load it in regards of, but not being able to play it. I don't know if there's something that, settings or whatever that can, to sync personal, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, could we? Site settings, maybe? Camera is blocked. Microphone is blocked. Blocked on some sites. Sound allowed. Maybe it's blocking something in regards. So let's just have some ads and see if pop-ups and redirects blocked. Okay, maybe just try that as well. Put on. So we have less automatic download allowed. Ask first. Allowed. Let's just allow this as well. Okay. Why is it blocked? It's blocked. No, let's just have this. No, it's still blocked. Oh, ask first. Okay, yeah, okay. And this one. Okay, that's also okay. Cache location. Okay, let's try that and see what it does. If it wants to play it now, probably not, but very sad, but yeah, doesn't want to play. But yeah, here we go. I guess the player is still somewhat, but you can do it in another way in regards of where you can get the screen up and all that and actually remove the playlist in Android. I think that was something in regards of Android, removing the playlist. Android. Oh, did I write it wrong or something like that? Android. Isn't it like this? See, find. Or maybe it was not the video player. Maybe it was the MP3 player actually. That the ultimate player. What is this? The sticky royal. Actually, I should probably index rescue. As in regards to the UAP, okay, but there's no problem anymore. I think. I should put the. I don't know in regards to if I say ultimate. If it actually gives me, I don't know. Let's just put it in there. It's in the title. Great, save. Anyway, so it seems to be in the music player, but the music player actually works in regards of going from 90 degrees and all that. Of course, this worked and. Yeah, no, it stops. Oh, there we go. So that seems to work, and this one probably also works. and the right place and all that. Okay. Doesn't work with the MP3. And it works with the 360 degrees, I think. Yep. So, plays it in the background as well, as you can hear. There we go. It would be interesting to see if it actually also changed the title in regards to the UVP, the Ultimate Video Player. Okay, let's see here. Can it play it? I think it can, but it makes this thing, you know, asking. I think it could actually not play. Yeah, so that plays. Let's just turn it around here. And there again we have a problem in regards of not being able to see much.
Happy the man who delights in God's law, whose mind dwells thereupon both night and day. He does not walk with the wicked, nor will he stand with the straight. He takes no seat with the scoffer, mindful of God night and day.
Oh, what is actually playing here? Is it actually just continuing to play? It seems it actually is. Oh, we have another player playing. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying.
He's like a tree that is planted, rooted beside flowing streams.
Play inside. Well, that doesn't seem to work with the 360 degrees. Now, again, it's not really important because, again, I don't have a single video in regards to 360 degrees anyway. So this is not really important. As now, of course, if I find one, that would be nice in regards to the temple or something like that you can look around. But overall, oh, it actually works. I just have some problems in regards of, you know, loading and all that, but that actually seems to work. Let's try this one. But again, not a really important thing. That seems to work as well. Then we look at Vimeo, see if that works. Nice. So everything actually seems to work, you know. So we'll take this one and say everything works. So this one doesn't work, and we'll take this one as well up here and put that. You know, I don't need all these multiple browsers at all, you know. It's just, okay, that word doesn't work and that doesn't work. Okay, so let's next one. I know one of the Opera browsers doesn't work either. I don't know why they have multiple Opera browsers. No idea. UVP dot Jesus God Almighty dot live. Interesting. And what do we do? Well, there we come. Okay, well, that's not really big. Okay, let's try to see if we could. So actually, these are max width and max height for what? That's something in regards of setting an auto thing, auto scale. would be interesting to look into. And max width and max height, I have those two as well, which I would think might also have an effect on how it looks on the mobile. Okay, we need a little higher for sure. Let's try 500 for this, okay? And let's load it again. Let's see how that goes. That didn't really change anything, did it? So, I fixed something else. That makes sense then. There we go. Playlist button heights. Yeah, there we go. 500. Regards a playlist right width, I'm not sure how that will work, how that will change things and all that, but it's not really a problem in regards of having it like, that it can't lay down or whatever, because you would go full screen, right? So rather it works on this level than the other. I'm not sure if it's loading or what is it doing in regards of why it's not coming forward. Okay, let's try again. Okay, okay, there we go, but it's not really high. Playlist button high, let's try 600 then. Maybe it doesn't seem to change much. That's weird. Seem to work on the others, but okay, let's try this. But it's nice. We're getting moving forward in regards to different ideas and all that. So that doesn't seem to change anything, in this browser. That's interesting. So what if I do it like this? There seems to be the same thing, whatever settings I have. Again, that's the problem with so many browsers, again, reacting differently. Okay, well, you can still see the playlist at least, and actually you have a little more space apparently. Okay, let's see if it plays MP3 files. It seems to play MP3 files. That's a pretty big list.
Yielding its fruit in due season, seeing no withering leaves. Happy the man who delights in God's law, whose mind dwells there upon both night and
I don't know what is going on. Maybe it's just loading in regards to this.
contrast the way of
Play.
the wicked.
Why is it continuing to playing the other song?
They
Let's try
shall
that.
not stand with
Okay, it's closed it down at least. Okay. And let's see this one. I don't know what Opera is based upon, but I've heard it. Let's see here. The problem is I can't see the. Well, maybe if I pull that down to 200 then and up and try again. Try go.
the righteous, nor in the judgment
Oh, it still plays. Okay, that must be something going on in regards. So it seems to have its own player, and apparently it still says. Okay, anyway, whatever. I didn't think we were on Mini now, right? We are not on Mini. No, we are on Opera Touch. Again, I don't know why they have so many browsers. Kind of weird. So now I can at least see some of the screen and very little of the playlist here. So very hard to hit it. There we go. And then we need to go down. And I guess we should at least have 300, maybe 350 might be a good. I guess I'll have to test that in regards of. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's try the mountain thing. And start it up. It works. Oh. Pretty nice. Okay. Very hard to get by here.
Trods pavens løgn og tyrkens mor, som styrte vil fra tronen ned, din søn vor drot evighed.
Oh well, that's the old version. Oh, right. Okay, we had a problem, but no. Okay, it doesn't work. So okay. Apparently, it seems to have a problem.
Behold os her.
Oh, there we go. So it just made a mistake first time, but well. It seems to work. Everything seems to work pretty good in regards to Opera. Then it must be the other Opera that doesn't work. One of them at least doesn't work, as far as I remember. So let's see. I think we found it. So this one doesn't work in regards of, and it might be based on Chromium, I guess. So he might need to fix something in the player to get them to work in regard to those browsers. That's that's of course YouTube. Still, it's hanging a little low. Let's stack 500 and see if we can get. No, let's take 700 and see what happens. Oh my, those essential oils. Did it make it bigger? Didn't seem like it made it bigger, did it? Bottom height, let's take 1,000. Let's say playlist button height. There we go. Of course, I'm not sure what it does on the computer in regards of maybe messing up something in regards of. Did it make it higher? That seems so, doesn't it? Let's take 200 and save that. I can see like nearly 4 now, and if I make a go now, how many can I see now? Okay, it works. Okay, but I was up on 1,000. Let's take 12,000 then, and let's see what it does. Wow, nice. The question is, of course, is it working then on all? And of course, other people might have other mobiles, so that's a problem, of course, in regards of getting, so probably need to make it smaller so it works on most mobiles. Well, of course, I'm just testing it now, so let's say 1,500 then. Wow, we really need to get some high numbers here, we have a lot of space apparently. Or maybe it can't handle more than 15. Oh, see, let's take 2,000. That should be. And see if it actually. Apparently, there seems to be a max on this. I think. Let's see. Yeah. I wonder where the max is. Let's take 3,000, and I don't think it actually does anything. But apparently, there seems to be a max on this. At least in this browser. Yeah, okay. So what if I say 1,000 and save that? Let's try that. Let's see how it goes. Still the same. So apparently there must be a maximum. What about 800? Let's try that. 800. Still seems to be the same. I wonder. 700. Let's try that and see what happens. Apparently there's not much happening in regards of the... Oh, there we go. So 800, let's try that again. So 800 seems to be pretty much the max according to this application anyway that wants to react. Yeah. You can see a little, what if we do 750? What happens then? It's okay to have a little room on the top, I guess. Oh, there we go. So it seems like around 800 seems to be the maximum here. Okay. In regards to the playlist, apparently. So, yeah, 800. But you can see, nearly 4 in regards to the playlist. So, and yeah, it's just, it's better than nothing, I guess. It's not over. I wonder what the others do. Let's take it on 1500 and see what the other players do. Just to see. Okay, and let's take Chrome first and see what it does. If it does the same. If it's still keeping to... Interesting. Was that Chrome? That was Chrome. So Chrome doesn't do anything, it seems. Or maybe it's because it's too high. Let's take 800. Or maybe 500. And save and see what happens now. So you can only see one in Chrome. That's 500. Let's see what happens. So now I can see more. That doesn't make sense, of course. I guess it must be because it's too high. Let's take 700 and see if it wants to do that, Okay, 700 works. So I guess if you get over, something, it seems to not want to work. Or 750. It's weird to see that they work differently, It's okay. So let's take 800 again and see if it really crashes or if it was just you never know with technology these days. No, now it actually worked. Okay, you give me a break. Okay, so 800 now works. Let's take 900 and see. That's weird, maybe it saved the settings or something like... No. Okay, but at least we got it to do what we wanted. But 800 seems to be the maximum. Or around 800, I would then need to check, But yeah, and the problem is, of course, if you do it like this, and then it's probably way too big. Yeah, it's way too big at that point to do anything. You can probably push some, but of course it doesn't play the MP3 files anyway. So, but you can't change the list here now. So, but what does my main browser actually do? That's a good question. That's actually, of course, the most interesting question. What does my main browser do? My lovely browser that I use, which don't have a save function for the tabs, which is outrageous. If it had that, it would be perfect pretty much. It actually has of a smaller, even if it has, all of them here, it actually is smaller, compared to the other browsers, but you still have the same amount of pushers. And there we go, where it's beautiful, fixing the player. The only thing that is missing here is in regards of a button. The button should probably have been here or something like that, the close button. That would be room, actually, maybe here, over here, something like that. Instead of, I don't know, where, maybe maybe one could, maybe, no, that doesn't make, maybe down here actually. It's just down here on the right. Uh-oh, what did I do? What happens if I do like this and then, okay, then it pushes this away. Okay. I wonder if the setting can actually make, maybe the other players are doing what they do because I have too much, maybe if I change the settings of the white, maybe they will actually do as this browser. Maybe it's just because this just takes it a little smaller, you know, as we can see up here, there's much more, so, or maybe it's because there's nothing down here. I'm not entirely sure. Nothing found. What are you talking about? Anyway, let's try to. It might be possible that maybe the others are not doing what they should because the settings are too. There we go. Now this one does it as well. Okay, so the problem seems to be the whiteness of the playlist, I guess. So if I make this less, it might actually work in the other browsers like it does here, where it's just beautiful, you know. Where you have the, yeah, but then, okay, that will be, I'll have to test that out if that is the case. Because then the height doesn't really matter here. Of course, the height wouldn't matter if it would go to that. How do I do that? That would be probably playlist wide. Okay, so 310. Let's make it 200. Oh well, at least we have some room to. You know, it doesn't have so much room up here, but there also is a full bar down there, so that might be the problem. But let's turn it around, and now that I put it on 200, well, in regards to the text and all that, that might ruin all the text and all that, but I get it's still there. Let's see if I go to some of the others. Let's try this one. Turn around. Let's try. Let's see what happens. The exciting time of, you know, well, it made it smaller for sure. It compressed a lot of the things. So now I probably should be able to do like this. No, apparently not. And the sound seems to work, at least. I just don't understand why it would push it if I do it like this. So that doesn't seem to, even if there should be more than enough room to push the video, it pushes the whole thing. Okay, so that's not going to work. I wonder if there's other settings that maybe could. I don't know. Let's check some of the other browsers. At least we can see that they have been made a lot smaller. So I think we tried Chrome, but let's just do it again and see if go and see what happens. Nope, didn't work. Oh, wait. The problem is maybe in regards to the same thing. Let's try to take this off and see if that actually helps. That of course would be somewhat weird. Yep, it works now. Well, it doesn't have the full top, but now it actually, this is actually the thing that makes it not work. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder if the same thing with the other browsers, you know, maybe that's, you know, again, technology nowadays, right? I don't know. It's, let's try again with this one then. Let's see if we can, yeah, that's also on, this one. Okay, I didn't see there was any difference, you know. Interesting. Okay, so let's try. Yeah, now it works as well. But of course, if we turn this on, it removes it. I have no idea why. Oh, I should probably, that is weird, but it's nice, of course, to see that we have now solved that. I guess. Just weird. Weird that that would change the how it actually is shown in the yeah, that doesn't make sense. But there we go, and it's probably on all the browsers then. So I can probably take the setting back to the normal thing without any, and then still have it. Yeah, it's on there as well, Go. So probably can set it back to 310 and still have the, but this is way too high, it seems. You can't even see the and it also have the bar in, on down. So that's okay. Let's see here. Apparently they're turning on something. Okay, UVP, go. Okay, no, okay, we need to turn that off. Oh, so it just did it like, interesting. Go. Let's try again. Well, actually, yeah, that actually is pretty good. That's moving up and down. That's a little weird, but overall, it seems to be, yeah, that seems to be pretty good, That's pretty good. Can we play it? Yeah. That looks pretty good. And again, you can see you can actually reach the, this is nice. That seems to work as well. Yeah, well, that's actually pretty nice. You can actually see you can close it down and open it up. So that seems to work pretty good. So let's set it to 310 again and see if we, because I think we can actually do that without any problems now. Great. Who would know that it would be a problem like that you need to turn off that one in regards to the mobile. Again, I have no idea why that would change anything if it doesn't change it when you it's just okay. There we go. We can see what we usually can see a little of this down there, and we'll turn it around and oh my. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's not good. So we don't have the, can I make that? I guess if I make that smaller, let's see, 800. And turn it down to 200 and see what happens. But again, you can see from browser to browser that there's different factors in regards to these things. And okay, that didn't change much, doing it 200. Let's try 100 then and see if it wants to change anything. Nope. It's pretty bad. Yeah, doesn't change a thing. I don't know if you could remove this bar on the, no idea. Oh, we can actually go full screen. Wait, wow. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ooh, yeah. What is happening here? Okay, there's nothing to go up and down. So where is the player now? Well, there, okay. So at least we can see a lot, but oh, there we go. It's a little hard to apparently, open it again. Oh yeah, that might be because I'm recording, so it's slow. Okay, yeah, that seems to be pretty good, At least now I can see it, Which browser was this? Was this Opera? Again, it's Opera Mini. Okay. We have Opera Touch, UVP. But of course, it would be nice to actually have it from, that you can just turn around without it actually breaking, because that's, sometimes you make a thing where it just goes to and if it doesn't work, then if it breaks it, that's kind of bad, So let's see if we go this way. Yeah, it works. But that's interesting that from doing this to this, it actually changes. I don't know why. It's very bad, very weird that it would do that. And apparently 800 seems to be the maximum, and it seems to stay in the. You seem to be able to close it down. So there we go. And oh, can I check? No, where is it? Oh, it actually removes it. Oh, that's bad. So because it actually, apparently it ends up removing the player. I would need more, or maybe it's because it's not scrollable. Do we have some site that is scrollable? There's some text, Of course, I can't see that on that. Oh yeah. Okay, I would need to put a lot of things in the file itself to make it more text. Maybe I can just do like this and copy paste and make some lines. Oh, there we go. Copy and then just oops. Okay, let's try that out. Now there should be a lot of text on the site, and hopefully, yep, there we go. Oh, yep. It continues and yeah, that's great. So that's yeah, okay. So it stays on the no, it doesn't. So if I go up, it moves away. That's not good. That's not good. That's kind of sad. Oh well, whatever. Let's try this one. Oh, that was the same one, maybe. Or what? Okay, Opera Mini. Let's try that and see how it stands out now that I've made more of. Where's the? Oh, there we go. Let's close that down. At least it stays there now. Apparently, one can take this one. Okay, up and down. Okay. Now that stays there. Great. Of course, that's kind of sad if anyone, again, it's so many things in regards to different browsers, right? And it's just, it's pretty messy, But of course, the primary thing in regards to a browser is that does it block advertising? We hate advertising. Advertising bad. Okay, what happened there? Oh, there we go. Yeah. But apparently 800 is maximum, which I guess is not bad, It's just a weird in regards to the image, I guess. I wonder if I can actually set that bigger. I don't know if there's a setting for that somewhere. That's a good question. Close button. Volume, scrubber, height. Oh, that's not in regards to that. No. I don't know if there's any other things. This is max width, max height, max. Let's try to just say 1,000 on that. And let's try to, maybe it's taking in regards to the auto thing and all that. Let's just try it out and see what happens. Okay. Okay, something, okay, it actually made it higher. I wonder what it does on the computer now in regards of height. So let's take it like 800. See what happens there. Interesting. So we actually made it higher. Okay, that seems to be pretty good. We could maybe go a little down. Maybe 790. Let's try that. Okay, let's see what happens there. Still, it has space, it seems. So 750. Let's try that. Ah, it's pretty high. You know, it's maybe there's a maximum to that as well. Okay, did it go a little lower? Yeah, it did. It actually did. And now you have... Oh, can actually... was that one of the players that couldn't play MP3 files? You know, the idea of playing, you know, it has to be able to... Oh. It's a little slow. I should be a little slower here, you know, recording and all that. But let's find a video again. That looks pretty good, you know. Let's see. I actually still have, you actually have the bar here now. Oh, nice. You didn't have the bar last time, did you? Or maybe you did. But now you have at least.
Of God night and day, happy the man. Would you like dwells there upon both night and day?
Yeah, I don't remember having the scrubber, I think it's called, or something like that. I don't remember actually having that when I was on the low point. Let's try. Maybe I saw wrong. I'm just on the low point here again, as you can see. Let's see what happens. No, it does have it. Okay. It's there. Okay.
Fruit in due season, seeing no withering.
But does it actually cut some of it off? Let's try 100.
Would you lights in God's love? Whose
Oh, well. Oh, what happened now? Okay. Let's try 300 then and see what happens. Again, I have no idea what happens on the computer screen, so it might be messing the details on the computer up. But yeah, there we go. Okay, and so let's go to so one of them is that one, and the other apparently is yeah. Ah, okay. That's okay, but there's room for.
nor will he stand with the string.
Okay, so I can actually make the playlist smaller as well. You know, so you can, you know, if I make it like smaller, so you can see 3 of the first. You know, that would make, and then probably make the screen larger, maybe.
Whose mind dwells there upon both night and
I can't even remember the numbers I did before. 500, 750. Okay, save. Okay, let's try that.
He's like a tree that is
That's okay. That's
Contract.
interesting. Okay, now we seem to have a pretty good fill. Okay, we'll need to go to this one. Okay, and see what happens now. Okay, now it seems to actually have some... But it's still big enough to, yes, you can close it down without any... so you can close it down and up and all that. Yeah, let's try that again. 2 and see what happens. It has a little problem in regards to the player button. Yeah, it doesn't go out to the both sides. But it seems to do that with 750, right? Let's try 600 and see if it goes out to the sides. Boom, 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 boom. Now it... Well, let's try a video and see what happens. Not totally on the sides, but closer. 750 then, and let's see what happens. And we are at the end. We can see at the beginning of the end. It's just touching the beginning of the end. So let's see here if... Oh, yeah, it moves it upward. Okay, no, maybe it was the... Let's try again. See if it moves it up. Yeah, it does move it up. So now you have even more space, and then we go to this one. We see it moved it a good amount of up, and now the video goes to both sides. I don't think it moves more. Let's try. Oh, let's see here. 750. Let's just write that down and. Sig 900 and see if there's any difference now. So we go to, let's see here, to the height of, okay, up over the P. Okay.
Who delights in God's law, whose mind dwells there upon both night and...
Okay, let's see what happens now. If it goes even further up, then, oh yeah, it does. Yeah, that's too much. Okay, that's too much. But it would still be interesting to actually see. And of course, I have to be aware that not all mobiles are the same. So the question is if it then, you know, just because it works on me, on my mobile doesn't mean. But of course, the newer mobiles have less, or actually have more pixels and all that. So I don't know how that. Actually, that would be, I could actually go down to the mobile things and all that and actually check my site while checking phones while I don't need a new phone at all. But I could actually go down and check my homepage on with if they have them, you know, for trials, you know, and see how they work, the different mobiles. That would be one way at least to you know, to test things. It looks pretty good, and it just comes right out to the left and the right, you know, so what about 800? No, 750 actually. Let's check 800 and see. It looks good. It looks good as long as I can get the the X. There we go, the X. So the X is already there now. That's nice. So we have a full screen in some sense in this mode now, and we can still push this one and get the screen up. That's nice. Yep. Not sure if it works in all the versions and all that, and I don't know if it has actually done anything to my player on the web page. So it might have broken my thing on the web page now. Who knows? But on the mobile, it looks pretty good, you know. But again, probably don't need so much, you know. Let's try 700 and see if it's still, because it's already full out to the left and the right here. So, you know, maybe if I say 700, let's see. No, it cuts it off there. And if probably, let's try that. No, it actually is still on the sides to the, I guess it's just the image that is shown that is cut off. That doesn't really matter much. Let's say 650 and see if it begins to cut it off. Just oh, the edge. Oh yeah. There we go, then it began to cut off at the sides. So 670 maybe? Let's see what it does. I wonder if it's the radiation that makes me itch more. That might actually be the case. If the fungus is getting irritated by the radiation, that might be the thing that sets. I wonder if that is actually because it's itching a little here and a little there at the moment. I should actually take some off antifungals as well. Does it go out to? No, I'm not sure it goes totally out. It's very close, that's for sure, but I think we need a little more. 680, let's try that. And let's go again. But I guess, again, different phones and all that does different things, right? But, yep, let's try that, and let's see what happens now. Oh, it seems to be on the sides now. And that's 600 and 680. Okay, pretty good. I don't think that will. I think it's pretty much there. And it. Oh, actually, it does have a little of on the top now. So let's try 670. So yeah, it's coming out to the sides. Now, of course, there might be some other videos that actually is different. So I might actually just ruin it overall at the, you know, anyway at some point. And of course, I need to look at the web page if what have changed in regards to that, because the web page would be more important than the mobile. Okay, so now it. Okay, so let's try 75. So 6 more pixels, I guess, and see if what it does now. Of course, it wouldn't be bad with a little black, I guess. But there we go. That seemed to be pretty much perfect, as far as I can see. Okay, so let's try a little more. Let's squeeze it up to 677. But I think we pretty much hit the nail here. Probably will make a little line on the top now in regards of that, but we'll see. I'm not even sure of the revolution of these. Yeah, we do see a little black line on the top. It's very little, but it's there. Let's take 1 pixel off and try to see what happens. Interesting. Yeah, the line seems to be gone now. That's 676 now. And That doesn't seem to be any line on the top as far as I can see. Maybe there are a small line, but it's no. I don't think it is. It seems pretty clean now. So now it's full on the sides, and of course from mobile to mobile that might change. So again, I should probably put some more. I don't know. You know, I don't know how it will work with the others. Anyway, let's try to. But the question is, have it actually changed my website on the? Well, that doesn't work. This thing. Oh yeah, we can do like this. Oh, that's true. And still, it's too high. It seems now. Apparently, there's no way of apparently pushing the. Yeah, so. I guess it destroyed the thing of getting. Oh, okay, it's up there, but it's really. It's. Oh, but yeah, okay, that will maybe. No, that will probably not be taken away if they change that. Let's try. I don't think it will, but playlist button height. Let's take it down to 600 and see what happens. And load it again. Oh, now we go off here. Okay, there we go. Go and see if it's better now. Okay, and open up here. Nope, doesn't become any better at all. So let's try 200 just to see if there's any reaction at all. Probably not. Oh, there's actually a refresh button up there. Okay. Let's see. Nope, doesn't change a thing. Of course, we can just go over here and just see what happens. 200. And change it back to 800. And again, I should, yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Yep. The screen stays the same size, so that's nice. So it's a screen size that we have tuned in one place and the menu in the other place apparently. Okay, well, learning a little here and a little there, right? And there we go. And seems to be working pretty good now. And I guess if we take another video, we might have problems. At least it's now tuned for that. Let's try the YouTube and see how that goes in regards of the blackness in the sides and so forth. At least on my mobile, I know it's just.
Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do. You've got to first shave your head. You dress all in black.
That seems pretty good as well.
You've got to wear a white robe. Eat only kosher foods. You've got to.
Well, of course, it removes the menu thing there, so.
You've got to face India when you pray. You pray only in Hebrew, and you grow a nice big beard. And if you do all of those outward cultural things, you'll discover the God of the universe.
I wonder what. Let's try to.
I'm thinking this is crazy that someone thinks
put 900 and see what happens with the YouTube.
God, and that God's going to be impressed by.
Just to see if it actually pushes it a little up. The video, it probably does, but let's try again. Found. Okay. See what happens.
Here's what you need to do.
So what happens when
shave your head? You dress all in black. You've got to wear a white robe.
Did it change anything?
You've got to become a vegetarian. You face Jerusalem. You've got to face India when you pray. You pray only in Hebrew, and you grow a nice big beard.
1100.
And if you do all of those outward cultural things, you'll discover the God of the universe.
Go. Again, I wonder how the player looks in on my website here, or on my browser on the computer. But anyway, yeah. Let's see what happens now. It doesn't seem to have changed much, does it, in regards to the
Here's what you need to do. You've got to first. Here's what you need to do. You've got to first shave your head. You dress all in black. You've got to wear a white robe.
Okay,
eat
let's
only kosher
put,
foods. You've got to become a vegetarian. You face
1500.
Jerusalem. You've got to face India when you pray. You pray
see
only
what
in
happens
Hebrew,
now.
and you grow a nice.
Bum 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 bum. At least it begins to. Okay, maybe the. Yep. Let's try again. And of course, we want it to be fine tuned for everything, right? In regards of, so still, it doesn't seem to change, does it? Doesn't really seem to change now in regards of the height of the screen.
Here's what you need.
I
Here's
don't
what you
know why.
need to do. You've got to first shave your head. You dress all in black. You've got to wear
maybe
a
it
white
does,
robe.
but
Eat only kosher
hard
foods.
to see
You've
it.
got to become a vegetarian. You
Let's
face
try 2000.
Jerusalem. You've got to face India when you pray. You pray only in
Let's
Hebrew,
go.
and you grow a nice big beard.
I guess I probably should stop in regards to the radiation. But no, nothing happens now in regards to the height. Why is it not changing the height? That's weird. You know, we could get it over. No, maybe there was another application. Let's try 2500 and give it. You know, it should shoot it over the. You know, shoot it over the. Let's see. Doesn't. Maybe there's something in regards to the auto thing or whatever. Playlist button height. 800, but that should make it. Just sat there and fix it according to. Didn't we? Or wasn't it? Wasn't it in this browser we just sat and fixed it? I think it was in regards to the size and all that, and now it seems to not want to do what. Oh, this is the playlist button. Oh, that's why. Oh my. Oh, that might be the reason then. I was fixing the wrong thing. There we go. I don't know why I did. Okay, max height 600 and. 676. Okay, so max height. Okay, there we go. So let's try to. Okay, of course it doesn't change when I do stupid, right? Let's give it 800 and see what happens. In regards to the YouTube video, of course it doesn't change anything. I was you know, there we go. My bad. Stupidity. That's. Okay, and of course it will have a little black now. Well, actually a lot of black on. It's really weird that it doesn't push the video up in regards. You have the menu, right? And now it's behind the menu instead of just using the space that it could use up there. If you actually want the menu to always be on, right? It would be nice to have it up there, right? But anyway, let's go to the YouTube playlist. And let's see how that goes now.
Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do.
Wow.
You've got to first shave your head. You dress all in black.
It seems there's
You've got to
black
wear
on the
a
top
white robe.
again, so
Kosher foods. You've got to become a
it might
vegetarian.
actually still
You
be the
face
same thing in regards to
Jerusalem.
those
You've got to face India when you
676.
pray.
That might
You pray
be
only in
the.
Hebrew, and you grow a nice big beard.
I admit
And
the
if you do
Messiah.com
all those
seems
outward
pretty good.
cultural things, you'll
Anyway, I
discover the
should
God
probably
of the
stop, you
universe.
know, just wasting people's time. Anyway, have a good one, all of you. I'll go on doing these things, and may Jehovah be with you.
That they
Bye
can
bye.
force their culture on God.